not seeing it in here, but as long as it can take us.
Yeah, it can take everything. Up to 8 people, willing people.
So did we want to send a message down to William and Yartar that the storm giants were on their way?
We left William in Everland.
Okay, do we want to send a message down to Yartar to warn them that the storm giants are on the way?
Well, I don't know if we entirely convinced them to wait until we got back.
Well, I mean, I can send an animal messenger.
We got a scroll of sending right there. Can do that too.
Melton can use his fake sending stone to do it.
Is sending on your list, Melton?
Sending?
Yeah, you're an arcane trickster, right?
Yeah, it's on your list too. It's for a cleric.
Is it?
Yep. Bard. Warlock. Well, that's a great old one.
Oh, yeah, I see it now. 3rd level.
I'll be back in just a sec.
Sure.
They should really redo this PHB and re-release it.
Yeah.
Between the table of contents and the spell list, they should.
Yeah, I agree. Do you have the spells tab on your right? Did you add that to that list of tabs on the right? Mike?
Uh,
If not, open up your library, and on the top it has a bunch of buttons there. Check on the one that says spells. It's on the far right. Put a check mark next to it.
okay.
And then if you click that tab at the very bottom, it says source. You can pick cleric, and it'll only show your cleric spell. Pick by level and all. That may help you a little bit. I agree, though. It's a pain in the butt.
Alright, I'm back.
Alrighty.
I have to have the book open for that, don't I? The PHB.
Oh, yeah, you do. Which spells you looking for? Which ones you looking at? Trying to figure out.
Right, I think I got it figured out now.
Okay, cool.
What are you trying to figure out that if you can use it or not there, Mike?
Yeah, that's what I was looking at.
Well, if you look at the scroll itself and you look up there and it has the spell up top there, say for instance like the scroll ascending, click
Yeah.
on that, then where it says you got the image and you have the spell, you can click on that and scroll down to the bottom real quick and you can see if that's in your class.
Yeah, I don't keep the
PHP open.
PHP open. It messes with the wine bottler that allows me to play Fantasy Grounds. I need to download Fantasy Grounds. I think they have it for Mac now.
About time.
I think on Fantasy Grounds.
Are we doing all we all ready to start, or you guys need a few more minutes?
I'm good.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Alrighty.
Yeah, I'm good. Let's
Alrighty.
do this.
All right, sounds good. So you guys are able to sleep through most of the morning into the early afternoon. And awake again, the skies are gray. Cool breeze kind of blowing through, definitely fall like I talked about. Thalia is also waking up as well, and kind of shakes out the cobwebs and says, good choice, nice place to put this bird down. Where are we going next?
Well, have you ever heard of this place called the Maelstrom?
Any sort of maelstrom I've heard of is a terrible storm in the sea that nobody ever comes back from. Why are you worried about that? We're in the middle of the continent.
Well, I think this teleportation conch that Stig has is supposed to take us there.
In the middle of a maelstrom? I'm not
Well,
taking
I
this
don't know
boat.
if it's that Maelstrom.
I just got this boat. I'm not taking it anywhere near a maelstrom. It's no way it can survive that.
Well, you could wait here for us.
All right. You want me to wait here? How long am I supposed to wait for?
Until we tell you to go.
All right. I'll give you a week. If you're not back in a week, I'm taking off. I need a new crew, and Klaus is going to wonder what happened to his ship. You got 1 week.
Well, Stig, do you have any more insight into that thing and how it works, and if it can return us?
It has one destination that we go to. The returning part, that wasn't in the instruction manual.
To your knowledge, the conch does not return the sender.
Yeah.
Do we want to go somewhere where there's much magic and have them examine it or see if they have any information about it, like Silvery Moon or Luskin?
Jump in. I don't know if they'll know unless we want to get something for on the way back, like a teleportation scroll or something.
Salia says, well, can't you guys do teleport anyways? You seem pretty powerful.
Yeah, if I would have just taken that spell. But, I've never used it before, so We don't even know if the maelstrom out that you're talking about is where this thing would take us anyway.
That's true.
What shall we do? Anyone?
I say we go through the conch. I'm sure there's something on the other side. Get us back.
Always, right?
I
We
say
don't
blow
know
the
where
horn.
it's at.
Blow
We
it.
don't know where we're going. Don't know how to get back.
Still got a double dog dare you to blow it.
We don't even know if we're strong enough to do whatever needs to be done when we get there.
Well, of course we're strong enough.
The
We've got
DM
luck
gave
on
us a
our
level.
side.
And a lot of powerful stuff.
I'm fine with whatever. I vote blow on the horn, but I'll go with what the group says.
If he blows on the horn, of course I'm gonna go with him.
Yeah, let's go.
I blow on the horn.
Right?
Or the conch.
At a conch. I don't have a conch sound because I wasn't expecting a conch to be blown. So we're going to say you blow the conch, and as that occurs, everything around you sort of looks like waves of heat, and you sort of get this shiny bright light that kind of shoots out all over the place in your vision, becomes black, and immediately kind of those waves come back, and you see what looks like a hard rock carved out room with several blue lights inside of it. There's a lake, and you're standing in the middle of what appears to be a teleportation circle. As you see, the walls here are very moist, and they're covered with kind of like bioluminescent lichen, snails, starfish, and barnacles. There's tiny little crabs that crawl across the floor, avoiding the sigil that you're standing on. As you land, you do hear the sound of what sounds like maybe singing from a far distance. And it's just a beautiful kind of song that you hear that's kind of going, singing and whatnot. It sounds like it's coming up from above. Immediately, once the waves of the disorientation from the teleportation disappear, you immediately feel the feeling as if the air here is very tight, and you feel like it's almost pushing against you. Very unusual feeling. You've never felt that before.
Did the conch come with us?
Yeah, the conch is with you.
Oh, sweet.
And does it seem like we're underground?
It does seem like you're in some sort of cavern underground, yes.
Okay, Melton, show us where to go. This is your realm, right?
Man, I guess it is. I don't know where this is at.
Well, it's underground.
Well, does it look like the Underdark to me?
No, this does not look like the Underdark. Matter of
Yeah,
fact,
this isn't Underdark.
There's little crabs.
yes, there's little crabs running around. You see there's shells that are kind of imprinted in the wall. The walls are kind of wet. There's lichen there. You see some snails that are in the rocks as well as crawling around the ground as well.
I'll look down there.
So as you look down that hallway, you see two giant-sized doors, about 27 feet tall, and the door handles themselves are 12 feet off the floor. And you see a large statue at the far end. The statue that you see there is a... oh, sorry, it's not a statue. It's a giant clam, I believe. Nope, it's a statue. I lied. You see a statue of what appears to be a large octopus.
It looks like Patrick to me.
Maybe it does.
It's like a giant starfish.
That is another small pool of water that you see with rocks kind of dug out around the edges.
Can we see to the bottom of the pool?
You cannot. Oh, actually, the one that you looked at to the south, Melton, I'm sorry, is a steam geyser that you see a lot of steam that's sort of venting out of the bottom of it with a small hissing sound that occurs.
Well, there's I looked around and I could tell you there's some giant doors and some statues.
The statue to the north is a picture of a female storm giant holding a harp and wearing a gown of purple coral.
And there's a chick holding a harp and wearing a bikini of coral. And the one to the east, that's a starfish. I've never seen a starfish or a clam, so I don't know what either one of them look like.
What do you think's upstairs? Where those go down?
Those go up.
The second floor. Pretty good guess, aren't I?
It's a good one.
Ask me another question, I can give you an answer.
Why is the sky blue?
Oh.
Because the cloud giant lady says that's the color she likes.
Ah, good to know.
So is that music still playing that we heard?
It is, yeah. Loud singing. You hear some harp music, and it's coming from what appears to be up the stairs.
Can I tell if this is fresh water or not?
Yeah, absolutely. So you kind of touch the water and bring it up to your lip, and it tastes like salt.
This doesn't taste like fresh water. I'm not sure what kind of water this is, but this isn't normal water.
Do you think that we actually were teleported out to the maelstrom that the captain told us about?
I have no idea about such things.
Guess it's possible.
And you said those were statues?
Yes, that's correct. 2 huge statues.
I want to go look at one.
Okay, sounds good. The one to the east is a kind of a almost like an octopus that's there. It's kind of covered and sitting on a piece of coral. It stands about 30 feet high.
It doesn't look like it's holding a boulder, right?
No, it does not look like it's holding a boulder. Good question.
Just checking.
Yeah, I like it. The music is just beautiful, mesmerizing. Yeah, Stig, what are you looking for there, buddy?
I'm just checking out the statue, see if there's any
Yeah, so
peculiar.
it's a beautiful statue, very well made, and doesn't appear to be like something that was turned to stone or anything that you think was previously an octopus. It is actually all carved out of coral. But it's been smoothed out for the edges, so in a distance, so looking far away, it looks just like a normal octopus that you would typically see. Not that you've probably seen one, but living along the coast and whatnot. But for the everybody else, it's tough to tell. But it's all coral, the whole thing.
Is that a door right there?
That is a door. So it's appears to be iron-bound oak, and the door is 15 feet tall by 7 feet wide, and the door handle is 12 feet high.
Do I hear anything through the door?
You don't.
Is there like a gap under it?
These do not have gaps.
I'll open the door.
Okay. Who are you gonna stand? Whose shoulder are you gonna stand on to get to the door handle?
Oh, it's that tall?
Yeah, it's 12 feet high. The door handle. It's way up towards the top.
All right. You can stand on Barry's shoulders. Oh, wait a minute. That's not going to get you high enough.
Nope.
It'll have to be Relena and I guess. Here, let me lift you up, Relena.
All right, I'll move over and help get the door open.
All right, gotcha. So just to save, if you guys are in a rush, it does take a saving throw to push the door open, or a strength check, athletics. But if you work at it long enough, you're able to get it open. So you open up the door and you see a room that is kind of peculiar, actually. So you notice that this room has furnishings that are sized for what looks like medium and small creatures. There's 5 comfortable beds. There's a circular rug. There's a barrel of sitting in the corner, as well as a dresser and a wardrobe. On the inside of the door, you see there's a handle that's human-sized, like humanoid size, medium, at a normal level.
Is that like a jail cell or
No, there's a handle on the inside of the door that a small humanoid could use to open the door. Just on the outside of the door, it's really up high.
So we can't get in, but it's a way to get out for
Correct. You can get out.
humanoids.
Yep, exactly.
Melton, you gonna peek around, see if there's anything in there?
Might want to there cast loot room.
Fortunately, it was at disadvantage. No. So you find that the barrel has fresh drinking water. The dresser and the wardrobes are empty. Kind of ruffling up the beds and moving the carpets. You don't find anything of value.
Melton's got that passive perception of like 23 now.
He does, and he still finds nothing of value. It's a really nice rug, though.
Nothing in here.
But this is good news. I mean, if they have accommodations for our folk, then maybe whatever is down here is friendly.
That's a good point.
So maybe we shouldn't throw fireballs at their face to start with.
Or maybe this is just like this is a pantry. And they just put us in there, and they come in, they eat you.
Then why would there be a handle at our level on the inside?
Is the handle 12 feet up on this one?
Yep, it is.
I don't have to answer that question. Maybe next time we go see the Oracle, you can ask it.
Well, if we hadn't destroyed the temple, I would.
Yeah, I don't think we'll ever get in there again.
I didn't destroy the temple.
I'll work with Stig to open this second
All right.
door.
You find the room is exactly like the other room, with 5 beds, rug, wardrobes, barrel. And a dresser.
Melton will go in there and cast loot room.
And Melton at disadvantage again does not find anything. So it's not at disadvantage. I'm just teasing you out. There's nothing of value in the rooms. However, there are definitely the same sort of arrangements. Looks like a very nice room.
But it doesn't look like anybody has been in here and
Nope.
is currently using it.
Correct. All the beds are well made. The wardrobes and dressers are empty. The barrel is full of water, both of them.
Melton gets in this bed.
Okay. It's too soft.
Yes.
I knew where
He
you
gets in that bed.
That one's too hard.
He gets in this bed.
That one's just right.
Yep, this was just right. You knew that was coming.
I knew
didn't
it.
you?
I have kids, so of course.
And the water's fresh water?
The water is fresh water in these barrels, yes.
This is crazy.
I think Stig should take a bath.
Want me to check the bottom of that pond or that pool there?
Sure.
All right, I'll slowly hop in and
So,
swim around.
Stig, as you get in there, you have never felt anything like this. You've been in fresh or saltwater before, but the pressure of the water itself is unbearable. I mean, you feel like it's trying to crack every bone that you have. And you swim around pretty quickly in there, and you see that at the bottom of the pool to the southwest, sorry, you see an opening with a portcullis across it, and it's closed. And inside there, you see what appears to be a bunch of broken boat parts. And there's a large grate there, and you see the water is swirling around in a circle. And as you're kind of down there taking a look to see, you take 4 points of bludgeoning damage from the pressure.
I know why I'm taking this too, right? Because he swam down deep before, I'm sure.
Oh,
Well,
yeah.
not this deep.
He's
but
never been this deep. Yeah, he knows, though,
Yeah.
that this is definitely from pressure from being really deep.
Yeah. All right, I'll come back up and out.
Alrighty, sounds good.
Well, we're at the bottom of the ocean. You can tell by the pressure.
Really? So we probably should have tried to figure out what this maelstrom was all about before we came here.
Yeah, we're underwater right now?
It'll be fine. We got air.
Strangely, you do have air, right?
There's a portcullis down there to get out, but I don't think any of us could make it. I got crushed a little bit just swimming around in a little bit of water here. Looks like boat parts swirling around and outside that portcullis.
Hey, is it a giant portcullis or like a portcullis we can swim through?
So the portcullis is iron portcullis covered in barnacles. Yes, a small creature could slip through. A medium creature would have to squeeze.
Yeah, we can get through. It'll be work though.
So, like, what if you cast, what's that thing where you can breathe in the water?
We'd probably get crushed before we got to the surface.
Well, I'm an expert at diving in the Underdark, and I know the things about, water pressure and equilibrium and stuff like that.
All right, tomorrow I'll cast it on you and you can go out there.
I saw this movie one time. It was a play, and it was called The Abyss. And those guys, they could breathe like liquid oxygen and go as deep as they wanted to go. And I bet water breathing would get this the same way.
You can you can try it tomorrow.
All right, Melton. These two doors are 30 feet high, made of the same iron-bound wood. And these handles are 15 feet high.
Well, let me try something here real quick. And I mage hand and see if I can open one of the doors.
How much
Or at least push the handle.
Yeah, how much can a mage hand move? I can't remember how much it can move.
That's not that much, like 10 pounds maybe.
That's what I
10
thought.
pounds.
Is it 10? Yeah.
Yeah, maybe I can operate the handle and somebody could just push the
Yep.
door.
So you're able to wiggle the handle.
Wiggle, 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 wiggle.
And which door are you trying to open? The west or the east?
Oh, the one by Barry.
So that, yeah, right, your frontliner. So that door, you guys push and push, and if all three of you push against it, or four of you, I should say, you're able to push it without a check. And you find a giant-sized bed. It's single, and you see that it has a light in here. There's nothing else in the room at all, except for a bed, a large bed. This bed is ruffled, and the sheets are kind of all crumpled up down at the end.
Melton will go in here and cast loot room again.
Yeah, and no loot.
Man, this place is a dump.
This is definitely a Greg DMing session, no doubt about it.
I do the same thing over here.
Alrighty. So you guys are able to open up that door. You find a room that has 3 beds in it. They are also all ruffled, and you see a door at the far end.
Yeah, cast loot room.
Yep. You find giant sheets and a pillow.
And how comfortable is this bed?
That bed is not comfortable. And you're going to open up that door there? Yep, I got you. So you open up that one and you find what looks like a storage room that has crates and barrels here.
Finally, maybe some loot.
You pop open these are giant barrels and giant crates, however. So you pop open the crates, or at least try to look inside, and you see it has food in it. Fresh food from the continent, not from the ocean. And the barrels seem to contain wine.
Well, Melton's gonna seem to drink some wine.
Okay. Sounds good, Melton. You can use your tankard.
Nope, I'm gonna drink just regular. Just drink it.
Alrighty. Pretty good wine, to be honest with you. Not enough to get you drunk, but good tastes good nonetheless.
Melton's gonna go swim in the barrel.
Okay, Melton jumps in and swims.
Sig, you ought to come in here. The wine's fine.
You're swimming in wine.
I jump out.
Alright, sounds good.
So you were soaked through with wine.
It's not the right year.
I'll check out this statue. Is there anything?
Yeah, kind of the same thing. It's all carved out of coral. You do see that the harp that's there, as well as the beautiful female storm giant. I mean, just absolutely gorgeous. Hey, Stig?
Yeah.
Yeah, can you give me a wisdom check? Oh, just a straight up wisdom check would be fine. Or history? No, wisdom.